up guys, your girl Saucy K Hart, and I'm back again with another video, and today I'll be showing you guys how I make my thumbnails using Adobe Photoshop. So my best thumbnails on my channel, I think personally, are the ones for my reaction videos, because people usually ask me how do I do them. This is the reaction video I posted yesterday, and a lot of people asked me how did I make my thumbnail. This is another reaction video. 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 So today I'm going to show you guys how I made this one, which is the one I made yesterday, which is Gunna and Chloe You and Me reaction video. If you guys haven't watched it, go watch it. You see it says 23 hours ago. So before I even start showing you guys, just make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and let's get right into the video. So the first thing I want to say is there are a whole bunch of different softwares that people use to make thumbnails, and some people even like edit and make thumbnails on their phone. Me personally, I don't know, maybe I just feel like my phone's too small, but I have to use a computer or a laptop. So for those of you who don't know, I am an architecture student, so the Adobe Creative Cloud is something that we have to learn, which is why I use it. So now that I've learned it, I've applied it to other parts of my life, which is YouTube, right? This is how they do their pricing. I just want to show you guys. They have $21 a month for Photoshop alone, and that's if you're just like buying the individual thing. They have $53 a month for every single Creative Cloud app, and that's for if you're not a student. If you're a student, which I am, you can pay $20 a month for all of the Creative Cloud apps. My school personally pays for my Photoshop, so I don't have to worry about the pricing. If you guys go to a school where they have partnered with Adobe, or you think they pay for it, you can just email the people at your school and see, just to get a rough estimate of how much you would have to pay. So like I said, yesterday I did a reaction video, and the song was You and Me by Gunna and Chloe. So the first thing that I do when I make my thumbnail for my reaction video is I open up Photoshop. So let's do that. Right now they have Photoshop 2022 out, so I have the newest version. So I open up Photoshop. This is how your Photoshop screen looks when it's opening. This is what Photoshop looks like when it's open. As you can see, it's still loading on my screen. But the first thing you do is you click New File. So this is what opens up when you click New File. And then the second thing you do is you can have your different units, but you keep it in pixels, and you put what is the size for a YouTube thumbnail. So if you guys don't know, like if you guys are new to YouTube and you're not sure, it's very simple. You just go online, type in YouTube thumbnail size. You see it already came up, and it says 1280 by 720, and that's pixels. There are different sizes for YouTube thumbnails, banners, and everything else. So that's why you want to make sure you have the right size so it fits properly on the screen. So I used it yesterday, so it's already up here. So you just click on that. The resolution, honestly, it doesn't have to be the best. So I just leave it at 72. And make sure it's landscape and create. This is what my Photoshop looks like when I open it out. This is the workspace. So the first thing that I do is I go back to the internet, and since it's a reaction video to an album that just came out, I just type in Gunna DS4. That's what the album's called, and that's his name. And I just go search it up and see what Google gives me. I basically want the album cover as the background. That's the first thing that I do. If it's a music video, I would maybe take a clip from the music video and try to put that as a background. But since it's an album, I'm just gonna put the album cover. So this is the album cover, but I usually just click right click and then copy. So that's what we're gonna do. I just click right click copy image, but you can save the image too if you want to be like, you know. Then I go back into Photoshop, Command V, which is paste. As you can see, it's pasted here, and basically I just move it around to where I want it to be. I can either have the full face. I wanted to say Gunna, which is why I left it right here. Another thing that you could do if you want to change the size is you click edit, transform, scale, and you'd be able to change the size. That's if you wanted the full image in. That's how you could change the size. Let me tell you guys one thing. In Photoshop, there are many different ways to do one single thing. So the way I'm showing you guys, this is how I do it. There are different ways. So if you want to do like a Photoshop course, there are different ways to do it. But I don't want the full image because I want this as a background. So I'm gonna go back. I just want to show you guys how you can change the size. And since it's the background, I turned the opacity down a little bit. I already have a white background, as you can see. So if I took off this white background and I turned the opacity of this down, it would just be like a grid system. I don't want that, which is why I keep the white background on. So after I do that, I turn the lock on for this. The lock makes it so that you can't move it. So I put the lock on. So I make my thumbnails after I edit my video. So the second thing that I would do is go to the edited video and take a screenshot of one of my facial expressions or something within the video. I just go through it and I take a screenshot. So since I made this yesterday, I already have the screenshot from yesterday, so I'm just gonna put that up there. This is the screenshot I took from yesterday, and I'm just gonna add it to the screen, and that's the facial expression that's gonna be on my thumbnail. So for my reaction videos, I think like my favorite thing to do is have one of my facial expressions for my videos, which is kind of funny. So I think it kind of like entices the person to look at it. But I put that on there, click enter, and then what I do is I right click on that layer and I click rasterize layer. Rasterize lets me edit the layer. And one thing you guys will learn about Photoshop is working in layers is so important. Like if I tried to do everything on one layer, that would be hard, but it's easier to break it up into layers. And then basically what I do is I start erasing the background. What I would use is this polygonal lasso tool. So it allows me to create an outline of what I want to be deleted, right? So I'm not gonna do it as neat as I did it yesterday because it doesn't really matter. This is just a demo, and so that's what I do. Once you connect the full circle or a full shape, you just click delete. You see how easy that is? It deletes the background. There's definitely another way that you can like delete the background behind a person. I can't remember how to do it like on Photoshop. So this is the way that I do it on Photoshop. But I know there's another way. So now that I have it like this without the background, my third step is to create the white framing around my picture. So I click on the layer, I click layer, what is it? I click layer style, and then I click outer glow. That's how you get this. I know you guys see a lot of thumbnails where they have this outer glow around an object or a person. That's how you get it. You can change the color. If I wanted it to be red, black, blue, green, whatever. You change the opacity. So if I wanted it to be, okay, so I'm gonna leave it as white, and I'm gonna show you guys. If I wanted it to be really dark, I could have it like 100% opacity. If I wanted it to be basically not showing, I could do it really light. And I click OK, and then I just move this over. So that's where we're at so far, and I'm gonna open up the file that I did yesterday so you guys can see it in comparison to what I did yesterday, just so we make sure we're on the right track. Okay, so this is the file that I did yesterday for my official reaction thumbnail, and this is where we're at now. So you guys can see how similar they look. Just here I did this outline a little darker, here it's a little lighter, so I'm just gonna fix that, make it just a little darker. So layer style, outer glow, and then you just make it just a little bit darker. Okay, so it seems to be on 100 in this one, so I guess I'll leave it on 100. I'll bring in the people that are on the song. So on this song, Gunna and Chloe are on the song. So I just go on Google and I type in Gunna just so that we can get a picture of him. And this is a picture I chose yesterday. So let's go back and find that one. When I'm choosing a picture, I really don't consider much. I just try to find a picture where it's not just too much going on, where I can see the person's full face. So if you don't know what Gunna looks like, now you know from looking at my thumbnail. So we're just gonna choose this picture because this is fine too. So I click copy image. I then go on another website. It's called remove.bg. BG is background, so it basically lets you remove the background. You click upload image, and you can actually just command V, which is paste. So you can just command V, it uploads the image for you, you see how it removed the background? Like, so simple. And then you just download it. That took 3 seconds. That's so easy. So now we're gonna do the same exact thing for Chloe. So when it's two different artists on a song, I try to find a picture where the framing of them is pretty similar. So like, if it's a full body of Gunna, I'll make it a full body of Chloe. Not like half body of Chloe, full body of Gunna. That's kind of weird. So I find the same framing. So we're just gonna go with this picture right here. Paste again. I copied and paste, and then we just download. This is the same website that you could use when I was creating my face, like removing the background from my face. You use that same website. Okay, so I come back to the file I was working on, and I just click place embedded, and it should be in downloads. And do you guys see what I mean when I said I want the body frame to match for each image? So it doesn't have to match for me because I'm supposed to be the main image since it's my channel. But for the artist, I do want them to match. Okay, so one thing about Photoshop is the layer on top is going to be the layer that's in the forefront. So look at Gunna's shoulder right here. And this is his layer. And he's in the top. And when I move it underneath this layer, Chloe moves in front because I just moved hers to the front. So that's how you're able to tell what's what. You can also click on the layer and label it if I wanted to just label it so that you guys can know exactly what it is. When you're working with a lot of layers, it's easier once you label it. Right now, looking at them, I personally think that they're too bold compared to me. So I usually fade them down just a little bit. But I don't want them to blend in with the background. So right now, I turned the opacity level down to 80, 88, 85. And I think this looks good so far. So let's look at the one that I did so we can check. I used two different pictures for them, but it looks pretty similar. I actually kind of like these pictures better than the one that I did. The next thing that I do is the words. So I usually just put the name of the song, the artist, and I put reaction or reaction video underneath. So we're just gonna click the text box and we're gonna type in Gunna. I'm gonna type in Gunna. Why is it not? Oh, we're gonna type in Gunna featuring Chloe. So the hardest thing for me when making thumbnails is really like the text. Like one, finding what font I want to use, and then finding like the size and like just putting it together. I wouldn't say it's hard, but it is a little bit time consuming sometimes because I wouldn't say I'm a perfectionist, but I do like my thumbnails to look nice. So when it's a feature song, I usually make the artist whose song it is, I make their name bigger than the other artist. And then what I do is, let's see, here it was black and then white. So we're just gonna do that. So I copy this, paste it, and I change this to black. And then I just overlay it just like that. So simple. So then we're just gonna type in You and Me, which is the name of the song. And for some reason, this song was in lowercase, like on his album, on YouTube. So I type it exactly how they do it. And I make this very similar to the size of his name, but I'm gonna put this as 100 points. And then I change the color to white. I'm just doing this because this is exactly what I did here. But this is obviously way bigger than this. Let's see. This size is 160. And here it's 100. I kind of like this 100 better. Let me make her a little darker because she's just fading in with the background and I don't like that. When I make my thumbnails, I really just like to think about what would capture me if I wanted to watch a video. And this, personally, this would capture me. Like, I see the title, I see them, I see the person who's reacting, I see their names, and that to me is all that's needed. The more you make thumbnails, the more you'll have an eye for what looks nice and what doesn't look nice. Okay, so my camera did just die, but it's fine because I was pretty much finished anyways. So this is how my thumbnail looks. So reaction videos, I'm just gonna run down the list again of what I include. I put a picture of me, which is captured from a screenshot of my edited video, which is me. I take the artist or the artist's plural, and I put pictures of them. I put their names, I put the name of the song, and then I write in reaction or reaction video. And that's pretty much my thing. And let me just show you guys how much of a difference it will make if I remove the background of his album cover. Like that, like one, the words were white so you can't see it, but it just doesn't, I think adding that background is what really brings it all together. I did also want to show you guys another thumbnail that I made, which was the A Boogie's reaction video. I just wanted to show you guys how this background played a role in the way that this looks. I have a picture of me, a picture of him, and a picture of a screenshot from the music video. I hope you guys learned something from this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions specifically for like thumbnails or like Photoshop, y'all let me know down below. And I do think I will try to download free apps and make thumbnails on there, just so I can show you guys how you can make it for free on a different app. But if you guys have Photoshop, or if your school pays for Photoshop, then this is a very easy way to do it. Like, as you can tell, I really didn't take that long. It's just slowed down because I'm going through and I'm explaining it to you guys, but it's really not that hard. Comment what y'all learned down below. Comment if you guys would use this method, or comment what you guys use. If you are already a YouTuber that uses thumbnail, like you edit your thumbnails already and you have a set out system, y'all let me know what y'all do down below, because I know every YouTuber is different. So y'all comment all of that down below, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have anything else y'all want me to teach y'all, this, honestly, making this video was kind of weird because I don't usually like teach y'all stuff in my videos, but making an informational video was definitely different. So if you guys enjoyed this kind of video, y'all let me know if there's anything else y'all need me to teach y'all about YouTube or whatever. I don't know. I know a lot. You know, I know a lot of things. So y'all just let me know. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. If you guys learned something, make sure you guys subscribe. And that's the end of this video. Bye.